Well, a good afternoon of New Year, January 1st of 2025. And from what I reckon, it still remains dragon year for now until end of January, that will transit to another character. So we're not out of it yet. I'm going to read the Mystic Moments Tarot, just for general reading of how the year will start for some of us, or most of us. Dear Mystical Tarot, Mystical Moment, please share with us what you want some message to hear. Mystical Tarot, for all the blessing. Year 2025. Messages that you'd like me to hear. Ooh, I don't know the shuffle. Been out kind of late last night. Unexpected last minute adventure. It was fun. Oh, okay. Let's see, that's a little bit too much cards, so I'll do this one. I'll do the first one of that. I'll just pick 3 cards. What's the foreseen beginning of 25 for us to kind of think about? Ooh, okay, I'm gonna take this one. I feel kind of good about that one. And that. Okay, perfect. Leave it be. Maybe this one will be for clarification. Okay, 5, that's fine. Okay. Well, we have the 4 of Cups, 10 of Swords, King of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, and ending with the High Priestess. So let's see what gather. Well, I feel like 4 of Cups is kind of like kind of peaceful moment to kind of reflect and contemplate about, you know, where we are at for the moment with some protection right now that we're kind of surrounded by. We find our moments of contentment here. I'm actually surprised that after I went out kind of late and did a lot of dancing that I haven't done for a long time, for a while, and I think my hip is working quite nicely. And yeah, I didn't overindulge or anything, just really enjoy the surroundings and great music that some I haven't heard of, or there's DJs now, very young DJs, that are bringing some old tunes but blended together and transitioning it into their very own sound, which is, I find that to be wonderful. And they created like layers and layers of groove and funk and deep house and the bass, and there's some electronic synth, you know, going in there, and created a very nice styling that was very pleasing to hear. And okay, let me find 4 of Cups. What is 4 of Cups say? A girl is resting with her arms crossed under a tree. She is taking time for herself. The unpleasant rainy weather reflects the girl's heavy thought. Yeah, I mean, well, speaking for myself, I mean, several really sad news happened at the end of the year, the end of 2024. Just things that I didn't expect to know or hear about. Like young, people that are kind of not the natural age of death. So I think kind of went away. They went to another phase of their soul searching. And yeah, also it was a very dormant 2024 for me, but not sure if it's resonated with any of you guys. She does not care about the duck offering an umbrella to protect her from getting wet. The umbrella's four separate colors symbolize the different perspectives and attitudes you can choose in life to change the situation. So we all have choices. And it's really us. I mean, we're the driver of any possibility for ourselves, And this is about indifference, withdrawal, passivity, apathy, retreat. So right now, maybe a lot of us are still not sure, like we're not sure which choice to take. So we need some time out a bit. So today is a good time out day, I think. I don't think you need to declare and fastly do anything immediately. But yeah, but it's time to really consider it. So now 10 of Swords. Ooh, looks like, I don't know. This card looks like it's a lot of pressure on the minds here or something. 10 of Wands, what is that? There's so much mind controlling, some sort of messages coming in to our thought process. And let's see, the card shows a woman being attacked. Yeah, it definitely looks like she's subject to some acute kind of acts here. Attacks with 10 needles being pierced into her head, causing her deep pain. The people who are cruel to the woman remain hidden and anonymous. We can only see their hands. This card speaks about betrayal, deep wounds that leave the victim feeling as low as she can go. But the card also shows there is always hope for things to get better. It's always darkest before the dawn. Her misery will soon come to an end. Yeah, I think 2024 hasn't been, that easy for a lot of us. Scrutiny, being unsure, maybe not as much support as we would need. Upright meaning, being under attack, worst case scenario, painful wound, hitting rock bottom. Ooh. Yeah. I think it explains a lot of people in the holidays time. We just kind of, there's a lot of smiling and happy cheers, yelling out. But the inner self, sometimes there's so much in there that we need to deal with, because we feel so much pressure. We feel that we really haven't gone anywhere that we wish. So yeah, we can really go. But look at the sun behind her. Look at that. Look at the sunshine. So you don't need to have all these piercing wounds to make to suspend you in one place. You and I can make our own differences for self-improvement, self-preservation, driving to get out of this rut, no matter what, no matter the obstacle and challenge. Yeah, it's a bit like, kind of like a reflection and realizing where you're at the moment. But here's King of Wands. King of Wands. I think there's a magical thing that's coming up, that's going to happen for this coming year. King of Wands. The King of Wands represented by a gentleman with a drum. Flames of fire blazing out from the drum. Is this the right one? King of Wands. Oh, this is a female King of Wands. So it's a different card. Interesting. So mystical moments have that as something special. Female King of Wands. A woman all dressed in red is standing in the midst of a garden. The deep color of her cape and red rose stand for passion, strength, and energy. Tall plants are growing next to her and surround her, leaving very little space. In this dense atmosphere, the female king brings light and clarity to her wand. Yeah, I think there's that kind of like, you know, you went through that phase of like passivity, then you kind of have a realization that, you know, there's so much surrounding scrutiny, disappointments and draining and whatnot, all the Ten of Wands can give you, pointing at you, making you feel as low as you can go. But then here, the female King of Wands appear. So the female king brings light and clarity with her wand. A bright beam of shining stars emerges out of the wand and illuminates the sky. Against all obstacle and complexities, the King of Wands will always find a solution and a way to move forward, leading the people out of the dark. I think it sounds like a good card to me. We're going to find our light because we're ready to be out of our dark. So magnetism, leadership, visionary, mastermind, authority, decisiveness. I think, yeah, we went to our lows, you know, the lows. And yeah, there are successful stories and happy stories for sure. Not that everyone has to be gloomy, but I'm saying like for those that perhaps have had some ridiculous obstacle and tough times, you know, or feeling so isolated in whatever way, the female King of Wands is here, and she will help add on the strength that we already have within to create our own magnetic field of amazing things. Okay, then I kind of went a little bit more. So there's two cards. So to clarify, there's Three of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So now we have put ourselves in that mode of journey that, yeah, now we're going to be decisive, be more kind of wanting to deal with all the stuff and get rid of all that. We don't need that. So Three of Pentacles. Looks like some construction thing going on, building something beautiful. So let's see what the book meaning is telling me. Pentacles. Yes. Okay. So the Three of Pentacles show two parrots helping a young girl build a flower out of bricks. All three figures work as a team, helping each other succeed with this collaborative project. Each has something useful to contribute because they respect each other and value the other's opinion and knowledge. Together they will succeed. So gather your tribe, you know. Gather the like minds, because you don't have to do everything alone. I mean, yeah, it's good to be independent for sure. I love it. I like to, that's my pursuit, is being independent. But there are times that it's just really not possible, and we need help, we need support. And it's not the easiest thing to say, oh, I need help, you know, I need help. Even I say it is a bit, I hesitate, because it feels like, I feel like, oh, why can't I do that alone? Or I would be very hard on myself. So just remind ourselves that we all need collaboration. We need connections and support in good ways, you know, good support. Teamwork, cooperative, combined skills, harmony, collaborative endeavors. So find the tribe, find your people. And when you find them, maybe it's not all, you know, happy, and no conflicting thoughts and ideas, but be open, hear each other out, because your strength can help with their weakness and vice versa. So be each other's strength and hold each other to support each other while there's weakness. That's important. Lastly, the High Priestess. So I guess the Three Pentacles was a card to show that how you can go from being in that stuck situation into something you know, successful with help. So the High Priestess, lastly, to finalize this particular reading, the High Priestess is here for us. Let's see, the High Priestess is here to begin the new year, to begin the new year. New year, I can't seem to find the High Priestess, and I did find her eventually. Okay, the High Priestess is standing between a pair of red curtains. Ooh, peekaboo. Protecting the entrance to a mysterious blue sky. She is the guardian of the unconscious mind and knows the secret of accessing those areas of sacred wisdom. She urges you to listen to and trust your inner voice. Yes, we must. And to hear our inner voice, I think, well, is, you know, taking good care of yourself, physically, mentally, is important, because I think the clarity will come in much better and with less confusion. She urges you to listen to and trust your inner voice, yes, which is represented by the blue shell near her throat chakra. Explore the unknown hidden places. The ship in the dark waves shows you the depths of your intuition that guides you on your journey of self-knowledge and understanding. Sacred wisdom, potential, intuition, unconscious knowing, awareness. Ooh, this is I don't know, it resonated with me because I really think this is kind of like the inner empowerment, really, if we can get to this part. So, you know, maybe 2025 is a year that, you know, you are seeking something outside the realm. And we all need to have faith, you know, in things that maybe we can't really prove to exist, in the divine, in the mystic of belief, but still hold ourselves, you know, in our planetary ground. I mean, you know, don't get completely off to La La Land there, but I think there's a balance. You can practice being a decent human, contributing human, kind human. And kindness has various things, right? It's not like you keep giving things, but it's just taking care of one another gently. And we all make mistakes. I mean, I make millions of them. And yeah, I mean, it's like domino effect sometimes, you know. One touches one and we all fall down. So anyway, we leave it at the High Priestess, which I think is a beautiful card. So sacred wisdom, potential, intuition, unconscious knowing, awareness. Have a good one, January 1st, 2025.